Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome aboard to the Chilluminati Podcast, episode number 2. I'm here with the boys. Of course, go ahead and introduce yourselves once again for the people. Start off with Peter. Go ahead.
Hey yo, what's up? It's Peter, Marvel Legend. I collect legends, some imports, and recently kind of been getting into Mythic Legions.
Oh no.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
poor.
That's new.
I'm going into the depth of being poor. So
Yeah, you want
what
yeah,
up?
you need to know a good taco place too.
Oh yeah, of course. I need to know a good taco place. If anybody has any in the comments, have any good taco place recommendations, doesn't matter, whatever corners in the world, just tell me and I will try to go there. And because I love tacos a lot.
Hell yeah. And of course, next up is Silver. How you doing, buddy?
I'm feeling great, man. Can't wait to knock out after this.
Oh
No,
man.
maybe I might knock out at the taco place that Peter's asking about.
Yeah, he'll tag along with me. We're going to the taco place together.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least, 2D analysis. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go tell us.
Yeah, reviews 2D.
Every time we need some information, we go to reviews. God knows that we need them around here because, he's like, reviews, you're like the greatest when it comes to information, I swear. Like, and I've never encountered anybody with more, like, resources than in the community.
If it weren't for him, this probably would be falling apart. We probably
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're.
Bro's at Wikipedia.
Well, today's an exciting day, I guess, for all of us because obviously, apart from being Friday, now Saturday on East Coast time, but a lot of us, specifically two on this call, have gotten a little gift from Hasbro, which we will get to, of course.
Yeah, it's not a gift if you play for it, man.
Yeah. Okay, fine. It's not
I
a
wish
gift.
it was a gift. John Hasbro, give it to me for free. Give me
Hey.
$100 back.
Oh,
But
well,
all right.
TBD.
But if you
But
want
it's,
to,
it's definitely a spider themed podcast, right?
Oh, of
Mhm.
course.
For today, yeah.
It's definitely one of those days, you know what I'm
The
saying?
little
So,
web slingers taking over.
yeah,
Yeah, it's one of those days where you can't get your money back, but you have 3 Spider-Man.
but yeah, you have to stick around to see these Hasbro figures because we're going to be well, not me, but Silver. No, not Silver. Peter and Amir Diaz. They're going to be talking about latest movie,
Oh yeah.
hot movie.
right off the
No,
top,
no.
because we got a lot of things to talk about in this podcast, but number one, we're going to start off with something that's in, of the relevance that, well, this weekend. Well, when did the movie come out anyway? It came out like a week ago, or
Last Friday, I think.
June 2nd.
June 2nd, yeah, last
And
week.
80%
already been a week?
sure it's June 2nd.
Man,
Yeah, a week
it's-
ago.
But it's still kind of like trending, I guess. It's people are still
I
talking
mean-
about it. It's trending all over
yeah.
TikTok.
So it's perfect for you and Peter to give your 2 cents on the movie.
I'm gonna start off with what I thought about it.
Yeah, non-spoiler.
Obviously
by the way.
non-spoiler.
In case you are worried, it's going to be a
Keeping it non-spoiler
non-spoiler.
for the kiddies.
I mean, this is we're always gonna protect you guys, our viewers, from spoilers. So,
We're gonna shield you guys from the spoilers.
here's just my little tiny review on it. I think it is, in my honest opinion, it became my favorite Spider-Man movie. It topped all of them for me. I thought it was incredible. I don't know how they did it, but they managed to top themselves. It was it had you so invested from like the minute it starts. I don't know if it's the music, the animation, or you know, it just it's perfect. It's a love letter to fans. It's in my opinion, it's just something that brings happiness into a world that has not had much of that. You know, in my opinion, at least in the last few years, and to have something as good as this movie and the creators behind it, I think it's just phenomenal, and it deserves everything. all the awards in my opinion, and it's really not it's really like hard to top Spider-Man 2 and No Way Home for me because those are my top movies, and of course the original Spider verse movie the first one. But this one just knocks it out of the park.
Yeah,
I
it
thought
did.
it was beautiful. I got really there was one scene, I'm not gonna say what, but like there was just one scene that like literally it's so relevant to me, um, that I was just like I got emotional a little bit. It was just there was this beautiful connection, something I related to in my personal life, and you know I think a lot of people did as well. So yeah, I mean everything about it was amazing. The villains, the story, the music, as I said earlier, and yeah, that's what I think. That's just my opinion. Who else here saw it? I believe it
Yeah,
was
I saw it.
Peter.
Took the words right out of my mouth. But yeah, I agree with what Mara Diaz is saying about the movie. I actually between two theater viewings and repetitive watching on pirated, like this movie, like I would say I'm not gonna dethrone Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is Spider-Man movie of all time, but I will put it next to it. Just like I don't, I it doesn't like I think these two movies just like is a different category. Um, Across the Spider Verse is definitely in a league of his own, because of all the cameos and all that. And Spider Man Two is a good standalone singular Spider Man story, right? So I've got no words. The music, the animation, just like stacked together perfectly. This is not only just a love letter to Spider-Man fans, but also a love letter to like people who are in the animation, entertainment community, to show that like you can actually like mix some stuff up and make it work. You know what I mean? So yeah,
I think
it's a really good movie.
I
Sounds like a
think
killer
just to
movie.
add on
Man.
to
I
that,
should
it's
watch
just
it.
like the last thing that I expected from Spider this movie was the fact that
Yeah, you would like you wouldn't expect a Spider-Man movie to be this good. Like you
I no
expect some like
he's because I love animation. I've always loved animation.
yeah.
I'm always gonna be a I've been a Miles stan since day one. Like I picked up the comics and shit. So to me it was I've loved Miles since the beginning, and I love seeing that the fact that he's turned into this pop culture, almost he's an icon now because like Miles Morales is, in my opinion, like he's my one of my favorite Spider-Men out there. Um,
Yeah, quite a few people, especially after that first movie, really.
I like the fact that he's become part of like just alongside Peter. There's Miles now, and of course now
Yeah,
Miguel O'Hara. That's another. I like the fact that's relevant now to people,
Mhm.
and overall it's just it's I guess I might identify with it because I'm Hispanic, and I guess that was that's another thing that I like about it. Someone speaks Spanish, and I'm like, oh hey, kind of I like that, and yeah, like just Miles is just freaking cool, bro. Like you don't go wrong with Miles. And Miles is and his Uncle Aaron. That's another thing that I relate to, Uncle Aaron, and overall, it's just I love anything about Miles. Anything is anything Miles. I love it.
That's right.
Uh, Reviews and Silver. You guys haven't seen it yet, but
no,
do you guys have
I
any like
definitely
thoughts
I
about what
haven't
you'll see?
I haven't seen it yet, but I absolutely want to see it in theaters for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But from an
Planning.
from an
Okay.
animation standpoint, it looks like a 30 out of 10 from what I've seen. Some various things and such.
I mean, Into the Spider Verse was already just a beautiful movie to begin with, so it seems like Across is only going above Into, which is great.
Mhm.
And I'm not, this isn't a spoiler, but like the third one is even going to be. I guarantee you, it's going to be even bigger. way bigger
It's-
than this one.
Yeah, like although that is something I am actually somewhat concerned with. Like, from what I've seen, like, so big. The third one is presumably gonna be getting even bigger. Like, just like, when you get that big, it could be very easy to fall.
They're not gonna film. I think we are in really good hands. Both directors. I mean, the directors for this movie, I trust them 100%.
Yeah.
Not only that, but I think
yeah.
that there's a major difference between Sony and Disney and how they go
Yeah.
about their things.
So
Well,
Sony
it's
is
just,
willing to like take a lot of risks, and whereas Disney is like they have one formula, they stick to that formula and be like, yeah, like that till the end of time. Whereas Sony, they're constantly inventing. Like they had to invent new softwares, new techniques,
Yeah.
like, just for this movie. Disney is like, how do we make this hair like as realistic as possible? Like, how do we
How the fuck do we fit a "I'm not a dick" line in between a really awkward scene between the guy with an egghead and the freaking big ass giant girl?
How do we make She-Hulk's ass twerk?
Yeah, but it's not necessarily. I'm not really referring to Disney specifically, just storytelling as a whole. Just like you're getting really big here, and I know one of the writers who worked on the first movie and 22 Jump Street was not working on the second movie, so I don't think they're coming back for the third movie. So, I really have to see the second movie to really.
With all due respect to who that is, who you're talking about, I don't think that it was something that was like missing. Because here's the thing, if you had told me, okay, a certain person isn't on this movie, I would have been like, oh really? It wouldn't. Because here's the thing, this movie, it from start to finish, it has you like invested, right? So like once you're invested, unlike in the MCU, you kind of have to just like integrate yourself with the previous stuff, and you have to be really in the loop with the shows and all that stuff. You're not constantly in a loophole of like what happened here, what happened there. Over here, you can just come out with the first movie and be like, all right, I saw that. I'm going in to see this one now, and you don't have to know who Gwen is. Oh, by the way, Gwen's Spider Gwen, awesome story there. Not gonna reveal anything, obviously, but like that was amazing. She does way more in this movie than the first one, and
she's also voiced by the beautiful Haley Steinfeld.
Oh dear God!
Oh Lord, God help us all.
God help us all.
Unnecessary comment.
No, necessary. It's necessary. It's a thing of nature that Haley first of all is a she's an amazing person. Like I when you look at her in interviews, she's a like a nice outgoing person. And same with Oscar. Oscar is a great person. He's
the guy playing 2099, right?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac. Dude, the man has been in 3 different franchises, already. So he's got
roles only get better, man.
Like his roles only get better, and he's getting the big bucks, just going from universe to universe to universe. And, the one thing I just I literally it's really hard to have complaints about this movie. Like you really cannot say things like about. I heard one guy say that he got like really dumb technical with it, but like even then he kind of lost himself in the point, because like again, this movie, you can't complain. It's perfect. It's perfect in my opinion, at least. It's perfect. You know what I mean? It doesn't have any flaws like at all, and it's rare to see that in a movie, at least for me. It's rare. It's really rare nowadays.
I mean, not even nowadays. They're being a bit exaggerated there.
Essentially, nowadays movies are, I would prefer a movie from back then, but nowadays it's different to have a movie that
you kind of have to be specific with that. But I think that's a whole other conversation.
Well, I'll give you an example right now. What is it? back then they would make Spider-Man 2, right? And then nowadays you have Ant-Man. You know, there's a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, but like you're comparing peak to shit though.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I mean. Is that nowadays it's hard to see peak like Spider-Verse in general. It's hard.
Go
you don't
from
see it.
Spider-Man 2 to Quantum Mania.
I mean,
Like exactly.
also
Like
had
you don't go
there
like
as well, and
you don't-
like fucking Daredevil. What else? Quite a few of them. There's some really rough
Plastic Four.
barbed wire. Tank Girl, right? Tank Girl.
as long as as long as they like think about the creators first and what their vision is, that's what matters. Like James Gunn and Guardians 3, they did a fine job there. I mean, it wasn't the world's greatest movie, but it was a good movie. I certainly place Across the Spider-Verse ahead of Guardians.
Yeah, I think could agree on that. You know, about having that proper creative vision and the right avenue to really express it.
So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on them. So 100 out of 100 in my opinion, or 10 out of 10. Perfect movie. I really wish they made more of these. And
I mean, at the same time, like, there's probably a good reason why they only do a limited number. Yeah,
for these specifically, yeah, because it takes forever to just roll out.
I mean, and like, you could only make so much peak with the same sort of idea. Well, not necessarily same ideas, but kind of within the similar setup or certain characters and such.
Silver mentioned this, that it took them like, I think for Spider-Punk it took them like they had to create new machines or something for Spider-Punk.
Yeah, Spider-Punk's art style. It took them I think around a year to get it right.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like because I haven't seen it, but I'm assuming it has to have some sort of like maybe like music video inspiration or something like that. Considering it took him a whole year just to get his thing right.
Well, I'm gonna have to look into it again, but I think they might have been Reeves. But I'm gonna have to look into that specifically. I remember seeing that.
And then there was that 14-year-old that did a shot in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard about him.
That was another thing, but not for Spider-Punk. But yeah, something that happened in the movie. Yeah.
He's like a Lego kid, right? Like he's
congratulations on him.
Is it probably a
cool ass kid, man.
W kid. W kid. I'm like,
W kid.
W kid.
Kid's got a future, you know.
But yeah, those I think that wraps pretty much up our thoughts on Spider-Verse. I think honestly, I can't wait for part 3. Is going to probably go down in history as like one of the greatest films or trilogies of animation in terms of Spider-Man.
Last little bit I want to add is that I really hope after the third one, no more spin-offs, no more.
Oh dear God, no.
Like fucking here and there, like I wonder what happened to Spider. A Blu-ray special for like, a Spider-Ham cartoon, just like one after like one like what they did with Spider-Verse. That's fine.
Oh yeah,
and get
like
weird.
The sort of pseudo extended cut.
Yeah.
What kind do you think they did there?
Just no more. After third one, perfect. It's
wherever it leads, wherever the conclusion is.
Like, I'm pretty sure Phil Lord and Chris Miller like straight up said like they're not going to do another one after the third one. So.
Except they're going to make a Webman spin-off limited series.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I make an exception for that. Webman, if they I want them to tackle Webman. It will be
already approached me for the role of Webman.
Hold on. Okay. Can you guys confirm, without giving any context, is he in the movie?
Who?
Webman?
Yes.
I didn't see him. I mean, he might have been.
I mean, we do pause here and there. I mean, some.
Like, there's so many. Like, there's so many in there. Like, in terms of like the I mean, he could have. He probably was. There's like billions in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's really hard
Given
to make.
100%, yes.
Yeah,
Really
like
sad. Worst movie ever.
They made, I think it was like 280 different Spider-Man for this movie.
Yeah, or like 300, but hundreds.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
So I mean, like if you're asking Webman's in there, I think technically speaking, he is. You just gotta like pause on the right frame, and one of these like Peter Parker looking ass, you can look like Webman.
Yeah, I mean, so Silver, when the Blu-ray comes out, pause the movie on every frame.
Yeah, you're gonna have to really like take a day to get used to the movie.
Yeah, when the Snyder cut comes out for the Spider-Verse, I'm gonna fucking be jolly and shit.
Yeah,
It's gonna be black and white.
Mary Diaz will separate from society and just only watch that movie for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
I will turn into Bruce Wayne from the Batman.
Okay, if when the whole trilogy is done and they do like the director cuts for all of them, that's gonna literally take a day to watch all of it at once.
I really, what's interesting about Spider-Verse is that, well, I wasn't thinking like, how the Flash is kind of like overhyped and people have said, oh yeah, it's the best movie ever. Here you come at it with a fresh perspective. You're like, okay, what I want you're thinking about what happens after the first movie. That's all. And
Yeah.
I think that really helped too. Like you're not like all you know is that Miguel O'Hara popped up in the post credits from the first movie, right? Like that's all.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of just excited. That's kind of like I think that's what the movies now might be missing is just that originality of like, oh, okay, this is this could lead somewhere, but you're not really sure. You know what I mean? Whereas like the MCU, just they do post credits and stuff, and it kind of just gets repetitive and the same thing. So
I mean, it's also like, it's also just like ending on the cliffhanger. Like, not necessarily, they just end on the cliffhanger. Whether or not it actually gets fulfilled, you don't know. It's just like.
Also, like one last thing I'm at is like we're this movie has a lot to unpack, so that's why we're talking a lot about it.
Yeah, there's only so much on non-spoiler stuff we can say here.
Like imagine this is how much we're talking on a non-spoiler. Imagine a spoiler. We'll be here for hours.
But we need to dedicate an episode just for the movie.
I'm not gonna lie, we should.
Oh, come on. Okay, don't get the audience too excited. Like
they should.
Y'all will have to see.
We should throw them a bone. They're good people.
You should subscribe to the Chilluminati Podcast to see if we end up making an episode.
Yeah, or you can join the Discord, talk about it.
Link in bio. But yeah, like my like I said, 100% movie, 100% everything. Also, Metro Boomin never misses that. That guy never misses. Metro Boomin never.
Album.
Metro Boomin wants some more.
Album, man.
Dude, I was bopping. I was listening to that whole damn album all day yesterday. Like Annihilate is like my favorite track, honestly. But yeah, that's Across the Spider-Verse. 100 out of 100. Peter, you also, I'm assuming, same rating, 100 out of 100, 10 out of 10.
Just 100 all the way.
And you guys are in for a treat, of course, if you haven't seen it. And yeah, well, I mean, I'll be really, guys, all of you have the chance to watch this movie in theaters, obviously, and whatever, and come out feeling a certain type of way about the animation and where this world is headed. So yeah, that's our thoughts on Spider-Verse real quick.
All right. Okay. So Silver, you saw Rise of the Beast, right?
Yep. Sticking with the movie theater theme,
Right. So Silver here is the only one who's seen Rise of the Beast. So
it's spoiler free. Don't worry, boys. Don't worry.
Yeah. So non-spoilers again. No spoilers here. So all right, let's go, Silver.
Let it rip, man.
Jeez, man, this movie, I didn't have any expectations for it because aside from like Bumblebee, the Transformers movies for me have been like overhyped trash that I really like. this, and I'm like, you know what? It'll look nice, and that was all I was expecting.
Yeah, and
And-
like here's the other thing about Rise of the Beast is like there was so many delays for this movie. Like my hype like died. Just died basically because like hey, it's coming out this month. No, it's coming out this month. Just
The
whatever.
beast took too
I
long to
don't care
rise.
anymore. Yeah.
Honestly, for
But-
once, the delays were worth it because I'm not gonna say it's a perfect movie like how you guys were talking about Spider-Verse, because it's definitely not gonna be for everyone. And I have to also realize you guys got to, I'm a Transformers fan, so I'm gonna try to separate that fanboy in me and be more analytical. But even when I do that, it's just such a fun movie, and I feel like that's something that Transformers needs.
Yeah.
Because Bumblebee did that. It was a fun Transformers movie. Yeah, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not really original. It's kind of just like the Iron Giant." And yeah, but
It's
it was
just
a
like
fun
first
movie.
movie. It's just like the first movie. The cool action scenes.
But with this one, it does something that I've been wanting the Transformers movies to do for a while, and it makes the Transformers feel like alive in a sense.
Well,
It's
yeah.
like what I mean by that is like they have character, like personalities and arcs.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get spoilery, but there are characters like Mirage and Optimus
Yeah.
who like you're like, okay, that's someone that I can like, that's a person, I guess. That's a character.
Yeah.
Like name me a personality trait about like Sideswipe in Revenge of the Fallen. You're not gonna get that. But
Yeah.
when you look at a character in Rise of the Beast, not all of them.
He looked cool, you know?
Oh, of course, yeah, my bad.
When he sliced that one car in half. Oh,
So cool. But like,
yeah.
if you were to ask me, like, tell me about Wheeljack, I could talk to you about him, and that's something that I think this movie does really well. What's actually really neat is before the movie started, there was a little message from the director, Stephen Caple Jr., I think, or
Yeah.
Capel, I don't know, and he was basically like, "Oh, I'm really excited about this. Hope you guys enjoy it." And yeah, I think that's something that Tom Cruise started with Maverick, if I'm not mistaken. But I think it's always cool when like they show the director or like writers or people who worked on the movie like talking about it and just like being prideful of their work, even if it doesn't end up being good. It just adds like a very, I don't know, human like tone to it. It's like, oh, it's not as corporate as you think it'll be.
You're apologizing for so many delays.
I'm so sorry, guys. I know this movie was supposed to come out
Yeah.
50 years ago, but
We shoot all the beasts. We shoot all the beasts a lot of emails and tell them to rise, but they took really long to rise. No one did.
speaking of the Beast, as someone who also enjoys Beast Wars, I think this is like a love letter to Beast Wars fans. They aren't, obviously they're not going to be as fleshed out as like a whole season of getting to know them, but especially Primal, Optimus Primal, he's cool. It's really fun seeing him, and it's fun seeing how he sees the world in a sense, because not to get spoilery, but he has a perspective, he has a mission, he's got to do it no matter what, and it's really cool just seeing these characters interact. The villains are neat. You got Unicron. That's not spoilery, right? People know Unicron.
No, it's in the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
Unicron's there. He's scary as ever, especially now with like 2023 CGI. You see what he does, and it's terrifying. Especially,
Yeah.
I
Although this the thing I found weird is like, how did you go from Bumblebee to Unicron in the second movie?
that is true. It's gonna be a little weird to like top that. I'm assuming like Megatron will probably be like the next big step.
Megatron's got to do something that's like so fucking terrifying.
Blow up the Earth, man.
Blow up the solar system. Fucking just nuke that shit. I'd be like, once I acquire more cubes, I will blow up the entire Milky Way.
Decepticons. The Milky Way is destroyed.
Gonna piss on the moon.
But the villains in this movie, Peter Dinklage is Scourge. I'm really sorry to the two other actors for Battletrap and Nightbird. but I don't know their names, but they're awesome. That's another thing. The villains are fun. They're quippy. It's a little silly sometimes. They do say some silly stuff like "Ah, you missed me" or some shit like that. But it's fun. It's a really fun movie, and there's Noah. His character, not like the best written, but there's a part of it that relates to like Optimus, and it's a really good dichotomy there. And it kind of hit me because like I can't really get into too much detail, but it was really relatable to me as like that idea of like being a guardian to something, like an older sibling or like a father. And I think that was awesome.
Yeah,
That's probably one of my favorite aspects. Is
like he's a human. Ew,
cringe.
Optimus is a father.
My personal experience of Transformers, I apologize, has only been the first 2 movies.
That's not a good experience, man.
It's-
We gotta get
I
you on.
Okay. Amara Diaz, sometime you got to sit down and watch Bumblebee.
Yeah, you need to.
That's all I'll say.
I just the
Bumblebee.
only good like
So
I
good.
remember about again, I'm so sorry to anybody watching, but like my only thing I remember that I got out of that whole franchise was freaking Shia LaBeouf getting really pissed off at the freaking car, and he's like just banging the car like.
Yeah,
I was
Actually, I
laughing
think that was
so hard.
actually maybe Dark of the Moon.
it happens a lot. It happens a bit during the first one though. When Bumblebee is still like the old Camaro.
Yeah, you
Oh.
like over there.
I mean, American.
But yeah, you're right. It does happen more in.
But he's laughing with his eye closed. I'm just laughing so hard at this guy. Bro, he's like just banging the hell out of the car. Yeah, I mean, I gotta eventually get into that whole franchise.
Yeah, watch Bumblebee, man. Like if there's one reason to watch Bumblebee, Haley Steinfeld's in it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just throwing that out there. My new crush is what's her face? Ana de Armas, who's possibly gonna be Wonder Woman. So like, yeah, just throwing that out there.
Yeah, because like everyone was like, yeah, you know what, Gal Gadot is kind of cringe.
Well, I mean, she's alright. I mean, she's a.
Yeah,
She was a good Wonder Woman. She was a phenomenal. But anyways, Rise of the Beast. Sorry.
Honestly, like the best, like for me, Optimus and his Autobots are just all the Transformers are actually like highlights to me. They're finally characters, which I love. And yeah, that's it's a good movie. Good movie.
Hey, sir, I got a
It's
question.
visually
For you.
stunning. Yeah, what's
I once saw a guy who's like super hardcore Transformers fan, right? He was like he said he hated the first movie.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
and
not
then
surprised.
he pretty
man.
much
It's
hated
very
all of them
boring.
after that. I mean, he didn't like super hate the first movie, but he was like not a fan of it. And then he said he got it just got worse after the first movie. So
That's
I don't know
accurate.
why, but like is that kind of does it make anyone in that position feel better? Like if
Oh yeah, for sure. Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast clean up the Michael Bay stuff completely.
Like it's a
especially the
reboot.
latter half.
It's a
Yeah,
reboot.
it's a reboot for a reason because it just like says, you guys can have fun over there. You guys can do your silly little Michael Bay show. We're gonna do our own thing, and I think they do it really well.
Keep your
I mean, there were some explosions. There was a scene that made me laugh out loud. It's I won't mention any context, but Scorch is standing there, and an explosion happens behind him, and I'm like, okay, they're making him badass. That's cool.
Michael Bay and explosions is like freaking. It's like nah, I can't make that joke. It's like let me think of the top of my head. Jonah Hill and fucking what's his the other guy he was always with? Jonah was always with what's his face? Frank, one of the Franco brothers. Those are like, I think it's that's like the same thing. It's like they're always together, and Michael Bay is just a freaking. I don't know what is it with him and explosions, man. It's just like, I swear to God, I haven't seen one Michael Bay film that I could sit there and not have anxiety. Like I just don't know what the fuck is going on.
You can't sit still.
Okay, I'm just trying to think. Did Michael Bay actually make that animal documentary or whatever?
He made a what now?
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what it's called, but yeah, he did make that.
Yeah, it's basically like a documentary on animals or something.
Oh my god.
He must have been so sad. It must have been like blue balls for him.
Yeah, like I
Good
think he
job.
actually wanted, like I think that's one of the reasons why he didn't want to come back to the franchise, the Transformers franchise, because he wanted to work on that instead.
He wanted to film a poor animal just exploding into bits.
He's still producing the movie still. He produced Bumblebee and he produced this one. His
Yeah,
name wasn't in the credits, but yeah.
But you know, he's
Not
not
the
really directing. He's just
No,
throwing
he's not.
money.
And if he keeps throwing money, that's good because this movie looked beautiful. The trailers for the movie were very discouraging. I remember when the first trailer came, you Dr. V. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna work on this essay. I need to watch the trailer. And yeah, there are some rough scenes in the trailers, but they cleaned up.
Okay.
And it's on the same level as the original movies. That's the one thing I can give the original movies. The CGI was really nice on those. And it's on the same level. They kept up the same level of quality. The designs are fun. Very fun designs. Especially on the Maximals. Just the mix of like mechanical and like fur and feathers. Really cool.
Techno-organic aesthetic.
Yeah. It gives like it's a really cool techno-organic style. Is Air-Razor. Air-Razor is probably the prettiest looking Maximal. And not because she's a woman. I'm not a pervert, okay?
Shout out to all the Optimus Prime.
That sounds kind of suspicious.
No!
Shout out
It's
to all the
genuinely
Optimus
because-
Prime, all the Optimus Prime memes out there. What have I done?
It's genuinely because the CGI model for the like Falcon, it's a bird, big bird, looks really nice. Really nice looking bird. And I can say the same for everyone, to be honest. Another highlight is Mirage and Mirage's expression.
Yeah,
Pete
aka
Davidson.
not Jazz for Mirage.
Not Jazz, not him. If anyone tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. His facial expressions, it's great. Even Optimus has some good facial expressions. He does take off the mask. He's no longer masking, guys. He's probably COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the expressions just feel very they're well made. It's a good looking movie.
Yeah. That all you have to say?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Rating?
It's rating.
All right. Okay, this segment's done.
Wait, rating?
9.5.
What's the rating you give it?
9.5.
9.5
out of 10. Yeah.
9.5 out of 10. All right. I'll give it. I gotta look into the franchise as well, but I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it if I.
Yeah, watch Bumblebee.
Bumblebee's all you need to watch, man. Then you watch Rise of the Beast. You're good.
I have a lot of things to catch up on.
Yeah, sorry to break the news to you, but Haley Steinfeld is not in Rise of the Beast.
I'll watch.
I wish he was, man.
Again. Okay, well that wraps up the Rise of the Beasts part, and
So good. I love her.
of course, still Across the Spider-Verse. Hope you guys enjoyed those perspectives on those movies. And of course, now we're going to talk about a couple other things, but stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Got to take a little break here, but now comes the fun stuff, of course, because, like I said, this is a sort of kind of spider-themed podcast, if you will.
Well, episode of the podcast.
Episode podcast. I think me and Silver have had an interesting 24 hours, to say
A
the
little
least.
longer for me, but yeah.
I'd say for me it was like, what, 32? 35, 30 and counting. As you collectors out there may know, we, the ones who suffered through this pre-order, got our hands finally on the infamous or famous, whatever you want to call it, 3-pack, No Way Home 3-pack. Highly, everything that this is. I guess it's. Would you guys call it monumental, or what would you? That's not. I don't think it's.
Well, monumental might be a bit much. I think highly anticipated.
Long overdue.
mad long overdue. On screen, you'll see obviously my very crappy lit setup because I'll be unboxing obviously the thing right here. Sorry, I'm not showing much.
Yeah, yeah, Silver, he has the figures already open. His brother couldn't wait. Like, they just had to have the figures, so he's going to be having them. He's going to show them off, after Amir Diaz opens them, do some comparing and talking about the figures. And Peter, he also has some Spider-Man figures to show off as well.
Not
also
the 3-pack, but I have some like older Toy Biz ones we can
Better
compare
ones.
with.
Yeah, you have the figure arts too.
Yeah, I couldn't. Let me go grab that.
Also, I will have some.
Oh yeah,
I will have some
Silver also has a figure arts one, so he can like.
While Peter does that, just my first bit of impressions here.
Wait, you opened the box?
Before that,
oh, okay.
Dear God, Hasbro, that was the worst packaging I've ever seen in any package in my life.
Oh yeah, the box itself came shipped in.
I'll have an image of what some people have posted in some groups, but essentially I fell victim to the same thing. I don't know how this gets past quality control, but under no circumstance do I feel like ordering from Hasbro Pulse ever again due to this thing. That's just my standard of shipping is definitely not what I got. It was absolutely torn apart. Practically, the box was just in horrible shape. No customer, especially for the price they pay, should have to suffer through that. It's irresponsible, and quite frankly, the company is the one that ends up having to suffer, not us, because, like I said, the customer is just going to get pissed off and want to, order another one or cancel their order depending on their perspective or whatever they want to do. But yeah, I'm just really upset with how the package arrived. It was fast, yes, it was really fast, but that's my only, good thing to say about how it came. First of all, and keep in mind, I've ordered from Walmart.com, so like, for God's sakes, man, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I swear to God, I've never seen such horrible packaging. It still burns me up because, like I said, it shouldn't have to happen. It should not have to happen. No customer should have to suffer that. And it's just irresponsible, for God's sakes. Like, like if no one speaks out about that, then no one that Hasbro doesn't get the message. I'm sure thousands of people have complained about it, but for God's sakes, it's the customer. The customer comes first, and I just found that really irresponsible. But hopefully nothing in here suffered, but we'll find out, I guess.
With me, the only weird part was the box came fine for me, but it didn't have a shipping label or like a shipping slip. Usually, there's like a slip that Hasbro puts with like the what's in the order.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're talking about.
Yeah, and with the figures, according to my brother and from what I'm looking at, I haven't messed with them too much. The figures are fine, but if I wanted to return it, I'd be in trouble because there's no. I think I need that slip. So
yeah, I didn't get anything either. I didn't get a slip of any kind.
I guess you're not allowed to return it.
Yeah.
Well, no. We just have to email them, I guess, if something happens. But yours came out fine, though, right? Thankfully.
Yeah, the box was fine. It's left where they usually leave it, which is in between the two doors. But yeah, it was just it was odd to me that the slip didn't come because that's something I think is pretty damn important.
I don't know.
I don't have OCD.
I guess I have uses for the slipping ship, but never really got the point of them.
Once the money is in their pocket, it's in the pocket. You're never gonna get that money back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I told Amir Diaz, you gotta cancel this pre-order, man.
I don't have OCD, but like this right here kind of like pissed me off. It's like that got banged up. And
your box got
got
a less nicer treatment than mine.
Yeah, I don't know if the camera's gonna do a crappy job at focusing on it, but yeah, it's like right around here.
I mean, we can see it. It got banged up.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, considering it's windowless, I don't think people are gonna want to keep it in box unless you're an eBay seller.
You can put anything in that if you're an eBay seller.
But yeah, front of the box. Now let's crack this boy open.
Boy is an understatement. Fucking 300. Well, okay. Hypothetically, what would have happened if each of these was like? Imagine. Okay, first of all, SHF 100, 200, 300.
Yeah, they've done. Yeah, they pretty much have shown off all three of them, but Toby's the only one that has released so far.
And could be the best one because that Tom is actually pretty. It's okay. It's not bad. It's just.
Yeah, but the Moth X, that's what everybody's really hoping for.
That's what it's all about.
Dude, the Moth X.
I can't wait to pose my figures in the exact same pose that's present on the box without having any issues at all.
It's just, theirs is like computer renders and yours is going to be actual nightmare.
It's going to be even better.
While I get a couple things here in order, I'm going to just go ahead and cut into... Go ahead and... Silver, you can go ahead and show yours off in the meantime because I have a...
No. I'm just gonna talk about it for a little bit. Just like packaging overall while you open them. Each figure comes with 3 sets of hands, including a thwipper, a wide open hand, and fists. Each figure also includes that god awful 10-year-old thread of web. And that's it. No Toby, no Andrew, no Tom. But then again, it's not like we were told we were gonna get that. It is a little disappointing. Fun fact, the side art on the box, my setup won't allow it, but I think it was taken from a t-shirt. I don't know.
It's a t-shirt, yeah.
Like a stock image they have.
It is probably a stock image, but I've seen it on a t-shirt. That's interesting.
I mean, I mean, they usually just use pre-existing artwork for these type of things. So
a really weird thing though is if you look at this little corner of the packaging, there's a little line there. I don't know if you guys see it. A little lifted part. Oh, look at that! It's a sticker. In case you want to get rid of the.
In case you don't want people to know this is a plastic-free packaging.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, all the inbox photos like, oh, you're a monster. Why would you ruin the tape? I don't care about this. I care. Oh no, sorry.
I mean, you already opened the figure, so
that is it's a little interesting addition. I probably won't go further with it because it's going to take too long. But yeah, it's just your typical Hasbro shtick. You got these are the renders that we were staring at for so long.
Yeah.
To show the back of the box too.
Dude, they look so cool.
I mean, he's already shown off the back of it. So I mean, come on, Meridians, you just gotta get them open. You gotta get them.
Yeah,
open.
this one.
Blame the box cutter that was broken. That's why I wanted to go BRB for a second.
Time to use your mouth.
I wasn't about to use my mouth and go gnar on the thing. So
why don't you use your keys or something?
Because the keys are all the way over there. I'd have to go like all on the other side of the room.
All right.
I just use my nails, man. I'm a monster when it comes to this.
You be a primal.
Be primal. Hold on, let me put Miguel back. Kind of knocked over. Actually, you know what? I probably should get rid of them because
you gotta get the stars of the show. Of course.
Yeah,
needs to be there.
Yeah, you gotta get Toby in here.
Oh, yeah, you want me to get the Tobys? I'll get the Tobys.
Yeah, the Toy Biz one. The Toy. Yeah, not the new one. Just the Toy one.
He's gonna.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Perfect.
Who's that?
Actually, any of the older Andrews Silver?
No, I don't have any Andrews. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Here is the.
Yeah, you gotta keep Webman in there too.
Yeah, actually, I should bring him back. He's my.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's the man. Why won't you stand, Toby? Come on now.
He's weak in the presence of his grandfather.
You're embarrassing in front of the Wizards. Oh my God! Please. What's wrong? Who hurt you? What's wrong?
That's actually a good comparison right there.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Oh, finally. Okay, I was actually a little nervous that it wasn't gonna work. Get back here, Webman.
Yeah, Webman.
Peak toy.
Remind me again why you got Webman?
Because he's Webman. He's
Yeah,
my boy.
If you don't have Webman, you're not a real collector.
Exactly.
I'm yeah. Okay, here we go. This package. We're good.
Oh, you got it open.
Oh my god.
Is that music? Let me switch back to
Carbonite.
the screens here.
Oh man.
Oh, it's
Hey,
the back of the
back's
screen.
right there.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
what the heck?
When we
All
last
right.
saw this program, the Peter Parkers were closed in a box. Now they're about to be unraveled. Stay tuned for today's show. Fuck 'em.
I mean, yeah, man, we're not leaving. So
We're not leaving any cliffhangers. We need to get to the bottom of this.
yeah, we got to get to the meat.
Oh, it's spilling its contents out.
This is what the people came for. Yeah, those are just the extra hands. You can put them off to the side.
You don't gotta. You can just throw them away. No, I'm just kidding.
Just a little
Yeah,
piece.
that's the instruction manual, how to pose them. If you fail, you'll fail the collective.
Yeah, you're gonna need.
not
Although
like-
you're still gonna need a day to get used to the posability on it.
Yeah, it's
I
just-
do
my
not
brother
like
a few
this
days.
box. I don't like this.
You got the webs.
Okay.
Oh, it's just spilling.
Okay.
Okay, looks like no missing paint on the eyes so far.
Well, one of them. Oh man.
How the fuck do you open it?
Yeah, you just kind of have to take it off from the side, like untab it.
Kind of like a
That's
book.
usually how it works.
Open it
I
like a
don't know
book.
about this pack specifically, but you usually you can usually just untab it and just get them out of there.
It's a little tricky. It's a little.
Yeah, see, there's like little tabs right there. You could just kind of take them off from one side.
Thank you.
Oh, amazing fantasy.
I have to do it off camera. It's a little-
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh,
The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, look at-
Yeah, I think
I
you.
like how he's like nervous.
Who is that? Is that?
Yeah, I think that's Toby. Yeah,
yeah,
this
so
is
that's
Tom.
Tom. Then the last.
And the one farthest to the right is Miles Morales.
Is
I mean,
that
yeah,
one?
I think you can get out that tray now. Like, you can just take it off camera. All right.
The corpses have been unburied.
Yeah, the pack. Wait, what am I?
All right. Now, all right. So who are you gonna look at first?
$100 freaking dollars.
Yeah, that actually is. Yeah, that is $100 that you're staring at right there, guys.
I'm being super
It is
careful with it.
100.
I don't give a damn. I'm being super careful with it. Because $100, you don't go wrong.
All right.
That's Daddy Drew, right? No, that's Tom.
Yeah, Tom.
The least.
The least anticipated figure. Oh wait, your video froze. Okay, never mind. It's back. It's back.
Shit.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah,
Taking
you
it.
got Tom, right, Silver?
Yeah, let's these assholes out of the way. It's Tom time. Okay, let's actually put you.
Yeah, Tom. Oh,
no.
he's getting another one.
Oh, that's Andrew, right? That's one. Andrew. Andrew's all I care about.
Actually, you know what?
Oh, he's getting Toby. He's getting Toby.
Oh. Daddy Drew, let's see what he's like. What is he like?
Oh, wait. No, that's Garfield.
Daddy
Fuck.
Drew. Looks nice. Looks like no any defects.
Unless you look at the back.
I have a defect. I'll show you guys.
Really?
I gotta look at it. I gotta look at it when. Yeah.
All right, so now comes.
No, you're spoiling it, Silver.
Oh no!
No.
I'll censor it. I'll censor it in editing.
You guys might want to hold your nut bags right now.
Like censored something inappropriate.
You guys are gonna want to hold your nut bags. Somebody cue the music.
Wait, you mean the?
I got it.
Wait, no, I got it.
Oh, didn't get it. Didn't time it correctly. All right, go.
Holy crap!
Oh,
It always turned out all right. Wait. Why is the hand so small?
I mean,
Look at the fist.
How
It's so
big are
tiny compared to the.
And there we go. All three of the boys.
all three.
The Spider Boys.
All these years, you finally have them all.
Oh dear God!
How you feeling, Meridius?
Oh,
He's so impressed that he can't even speak. He's speechless.
yeah, he's speechless, dude.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring out the other figures I got. Obviously, because I have the Toby, Andrew, and Tom in different forms.
Yeah. All right. I'll be right back.
In that case, I'll take away those two and I'll put his the McGuires together. Together.
Silver, you're on camera now.
All right.
Show's yours.
Yeah. So, do you have any issues with your figure, Silver?
Yeah. Andrew, which is
Okay.
the screen because that was my favorite one.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Right here. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Oh no! Even he died in disappointment. Yeah, this figure does not like to stand at all. I'm gonna make him lean on the back. Yeah. Oh, never mind. They all just want to fall.
Yeah.
Gravity
they're
is.
They're so like disappointed.
You can. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah.
Wait,
Hasbro's.
look at turn the Hasbro Toby around. Fucking bakery up in this bitch right here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Toy Biz has no ass.
Yeah.
There is zero thickness in that.
Yeah.
But, like, if you look, oh man,
It has like no. It has like a negative.
yeah,
goes
you
in.
can. That's I don't know. Yeah, that's not a good ass. But fucking Hasbro right here.
Yeah, they overcompensated.
They're like that. He's so thick.
Let's take a look at the head sculpt.
Again, I think they followed way too closely on that one art from No Way Home. I think.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could see it clearly.
So there's that.
Yeah,
There's
I see
that.
figures take the.
This one I'm gonna actually set down nicely.
Yeah, but what about the Mafex version?
Non-existent.
Non-existent. But yeah. So here's Toby. I guess I'll take a look at him first, right? Since I'm already setting up.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at all the fun little accessories he's got. He's got some
Pretty
fists.
much hands. I mean,
No,
just
wait.
hands.
No. We got something else.
Got the web. Oh boy.
Oh, it's not big enough for him to hang himself with.
Well, maybe if you remove the head and put it between the ball joint, could probably work like that.
This is definitely not going in.
Oh, really?
I am not going to put episode 2. Maybe the thumbnail.
That's too much. Like, Mom, why is this happening?
Yeah, you can censor it in the editing.
We can do like memberships.
No. We're not talking financials here, Peter.
That's my job.
I mean, if they really want to see the stuff that's not allowed on YouTube.
Should I start like actually reviewing it?
I mean,
first impressions? I haven't written anything on it, but I can talk about it.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
we're just gonna talk. Y'all are just gonna talk about it, you know.
Okay,
That's the figure arts. Oh.
No, I wish this was a figure arts. I wish I was playing with figure arts. Here's the arthritis hand.
Yeah.
Right? Oh god, I really don't like how that hand is like sculpted.
I know what they were going for. There's a poster for the first movie, and he's like, I'm gonna get. No, this is not it.
That's not what the doctors ordered.
The texturing is not there, even though like everyone's like, oh, the texturing is really good. It's not there. Kind of like ass. Toby is my favorite Spider-Man, like live action. So I have high expectations. I mean, I have 2 other versions, right, for a reason.
Yeah.
And this is a little disappointing. I will say though, the Spider emblem actually looks kind of nice. It's probably the best painted part of the figure.
Yeah.
They did good on this. If they treated the whole figure like the logo, it'd be nice.
No capsule. That's the
No cap. Even though I think this is a separate piece, so they literally they could have engineered it. Yeah, they could have engineered it, but
there is no way you can put him in that pose on the packaging without the capsule.
You challenge me, Peter.
Yeah, let's do. Yeah,
Are you challenging me?
You know what? Pose it. I want to see it. Make him do a 3-point stand. Make him do it right now.
Yeah, I don't even think he's touching the ground on the box.
There he goes, guys. There you go. That's as good as it gets. Just looks like he's sad.
Oh God! Look at the back. Back is my back.
I mean,
my back.
I mean, it's the Renew Your Vows articulation scheme, so it's not too
but done worse
to have.
But
yeah, I was about
so
to say,
much worse.
Yeah, it doesn't really work as well, but there's going to be some gappage in the back. But all right, okay, Meridias is back.
All right, Meridias.
He's straight up starting the Spider-Verse right there.
Yeah. All right, you got everything?
Yeah, my bad. I was on mute. I was trying to get them little posed up there, but pardon the crappy poses because it was a pain in the ass to get them out just to stand. Just to get them to stand because they're kind of like new as hell. But overall, I think they're great.
Yeah, first impressions.
No complaints so far. Obviously, I got them kind of like in an awkward pose. I didn't have like it's just a quick pose, nothing special. But obviously my first 3 here, Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Your audio.
Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Okay. Yeah.
Second one down there. I think that's the No Way Home Walmart exclusive.
I think that's the Far From Home.
No, never mind. That's No Way Home Walmart exclusive. Second one up. And the third one, that one can be identified by you guys because.
Yeah, Peter.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, which Toby Spider-Man is this? The Toy Biz?
That's the one that comes with a car. You know those gimmicky ones.
Oh, okay.
That's the one that came with a really like Spider-Man themed car.
Oh, okay.
The Andrew's from the Amazing Spider-Man, the first movie, and I'm not too sure what that Tom. Probably from the Walmart exclusive. Tom, maybe, but
Yeah, Tom is from the Walmart exclusive, and Andrew, he's the tallest one. Andrew looks great, obviously. I think is it me or is it a little dark?
I could see it, but I think it looks fine overall.
I feel like it's a little dark.
The main issue is that Toby is way too bright.
yeah,
Yeah, that one. Yeah, the
What
colors
I'm
are off.
noticing is like if you put SHF Toby and Andrew Garfield, they look nice together.
yeah.
But then
yeah,
you put this guy and you're like, what the hell?
Look at the upgrade from Andrew, like freaking Amazing Spider-Man 1 to Amazing Spider-Man 2. Like, Jesus
how
Christ.
far we've come.
I wish I had the I think it was the Lizard Wave, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Andrew.
No,
It's the
no.
Ultimate Goblin.
That was
Yeah.
the Ultimate Goblin,
Yeah, like Lizard, like that was. I don't think it had. Yeah, it wasn't really like that at all.
I
Like,
wish I had that one to compare the Andrew to. The only one I can really do like some good comparisons with is the McGuire.
Toby.
Toby.
Toby had a fake ass in the movie, so I'm glad that they represented that well.
Yeah, like compare it to the Toy Biz version. Like, it's insane.
Tom was kind of
Like,
hard to pose here. Oh,
In that aspect, at least.
There we go. Tom was a little hard to pose. I'm not gonna lie. You look at
Tom, really? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
these Pinlet figures.
No
yeah,
Way
these
Home Tom.
Pinlet figures are tied out of the box most of the time.
It's actually something my brother had to complain about. Not with Toby, not with Tom, but with your boy Andrew. Specifically the arms.
I think that overall, I think it's. I can't believe I'm saying this. It's might be worth the price. I don't know, man. That's probably. I mean, it's not okay. I'll be honest. It's expensive, overly priced. No one's denying that.
Yeah.
But if you can reward yourself, kind of like I did here, I think you're fine. You know, it's definitely. I mean, if you're a SHF man, then go for the SHF. But as a Legends collector, I definitely think that I'm happy. I'm very happy with these. And
all right.
Honestly, I think I mean, eventually I'll get them into poses, and of course, like, I need those freaking. I need to get those. Was it what's the ones that the little translucent the translucent company, the guys who sell the translucent stands. Where
Okay, well, there's quite a few companies that do that. I know Bandai has quite a few of those.
I think it was the Bandai ones that were recommended.
Yeah.
I have to get those eventually. And
yeah. But you could look for like, there's plenty of stands to look out for.
Oh, I didn't show the hands. Damn. Hold on.
Yeah, just some extra hands.
I gotta say that the gold spider M on Tom is like much better painted as for like compared to like the previous one.
I wish I had the original Tom on me to show, but yes, like from what I remember, this is just so much better than the older one.
Yeah,
the lining is actually done. We did it. But yeah, overall, and also the I think this is not. It's like a gray, like a really dark gray. It's
I think it was
better.
like a black color on the original.
It was black on the original. And that's what I'm saying. Like it looks better here. This is like the base figure itself is okay, but it just looks so much better here. That's one thing I will give this straight pack. Except for the hands. The hands are just the exact same, except for these new open hands. But even then, the new hands aren't painted. But okay, so I guess it's my turn to tell how I feel.
Yeah. Although I don't think you really talked about the other figure, Andrew, much. So.
All right. Well, I'll talk about it. I mean, Andrew is my favorite, so I do have a lot to say about him. Overall, I think Andrew is the strongest out of all three. just in like quality and aesthetics, it stands up against like the more peak figures that I have, like
Moffat.
15.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Obviously, we have to get the best Spider-Man figure I own, the Moffat. Oh man, the Moffat X-Webman. But yeah, what I'm saying is like to me, the highlight of the set is Andrew.
Yep.
Whether it's like his, it's a really like pearlescent. I think I don't know if that's the right word, but it's a very shiny red. It's like crimson.
In some angles, the neck kind of looks long.
Yeah, it has a pretty long neck compared to the others.
And pretty much every figure has the double ball peg at the head, right?
Yeah. I think
Yes.
so.
No, none of them has the hinge.
Thank God.
Yeah. Even Tom doesn't have the hinge.
Tom doesn't have the hinge.
And that's on the original too. They didn't change it. So.
They didn't change it at all.
Yeah.
Bunch of lazy little.
They did
but
capture. They did capture, in my opinion, Andrew's alien head. Well,
Andrew is the
like
my favorite detail on Andrew is we're gonna have to
web shooters.
the web shooters. They're not painted, but like they're there.
Oh,
It's the intention that matters.
I didn't even know they had them there.
And I mean that's cool. It's a cool little thing. Also, this figure is actually like you can feel the texture on this one.
I can't be talking. I got a big ass head too. What the hell?
But yeah,
No, but-
Andrew's definitely a highlight. And maybe if I didn't have SHF Toby or Toy Biz Toby, because here's the thing, like Toby color wise, no bueno, but figure wise, just messing around, he is fun to pose. I will admit these butterfly joints are like they should have not even added them at this point. They don't really serve much of a purpose.
It feel like springy, like there's a spring in there.
Maybe they're going back to their roots, just like with Toby.
The action features. Toby comes with punchy wallet action.
With the new Toy Biz. Bam! But honestly, I feel like they should have done what they did with Japanese Spider-Man, where they just didn't include it because it just kind of ruins like the
Silver,
cut.
do me a favor. Get a focus up on the because your camera's way better than mine. Silver, get a focus up on the gold logo on Tom.
Yeah, show off the premiumness of it.
Premium.
I am not gonna lie. That's a nice finish.
Yeah. Okay.
I like
especially
it.
For like Hasbro, like the gold is like, they don't really have the best gold out there.
I think yeah, yours has a better like lighting, so you could tell like the nice the edges and all that's nicely crafted on there, and it looks. It's the same with mine. I'm looking at mine right now. It's really. I don't think the old. Do you have the old one, Silver, or not?
Not on me, no. The closest thing I have to gold is Phage.
I think I'll grab it. I have the old one. Hold on.
The old one is kind of like I remember the gold wasn't as striking as this one, and I think the bluer is accurate to the movie, for Tom's suit, and I overall like I think the people were complaining about the Tom's hands, I think, right? Weren't they telling like that they still don't have like the shooter or something like that, or
the gauntlets.
The gauntlet.
Let me get a close up on that. Also, I was just doing this for the gold comparison because this is the closest thing I have. Because I'm not taking out X and Helio because that thing's a mistake.
Yeah, sorry for the in and out camera on mine, but like, basically, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I have the old one. Hold on, let me just straighten them up a little bit. Yeah, the.
Is that okay? Is that focused?
Yeah, it's really good. It's really, but it's much better than mine. Trust me. So you can. I think. That's it. If you look at it there.
There you go. I think.
I mean, that's fine for me. I mean, if you had told me as gauntlets or whatever are missing or whatever.
The old one.
No, let's take a look at the old one.
It looks fine to me. Oh, there's Peter. Hold on. We'll bring that out on the screen.
Did you do the lines better than Hasbro?
Oh, legends. Take notes.
You can look at the back.
Oh,
The color is like a light gray.
Yeah, for like the
old
suit,
one.
darker parts of the suit.
Yeah, darker parts of the suit. Also, the gauntlet. Yours has yours has the paint. This is the one that's on here. It looks very sloppy.
Hmm.
Yours is less sloppy. Let's see what other differences we can notice. Yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I mean,
The boots.
the boots.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I didn't do too much of a good job on the boots. Let me look at the boots here.
Wait a minute, Peter. Okay, this is something I forgot. Do you
What?
have the Mofex, Andrew, or no?
I do, but he's really hard to get down.
All right.
He's like I put him on a flight stand, and then if I just briefly just nudge him a little bit, the head will fall off. That's how goes to show the quality of Mofex.
Yeah, but like,
This is
okay. So give a brief summary of that. Kind of in comparison to the Legends.
This one's better, no question. The thing about the Mofex one is it doesn't matter if you play with it or not. The paint will just sort of desaturate.
Yeah, the red specifically.
Yeah, the reds, the blue sometimes the red kind of bleeds into the blue for some reason. The eyes have the tendency to turn red. I don't know why that's happening.
It gets demonic.
Yeah, that's scary. Sometimes I try not to look at it at night because it'll give me nightmares. What else? Well, I'm trying to look at oh yeah, here's also the Toy Biz.
Yeah, Toy Biz
Toby. Yeah, here's Toy Biz.
And
Toby.
which one is that specifically?
That's the trilogy one.
Okay.
So this is from the Spider-Man 3 trilogy line, Toby. This is also done by Hasbro. The only difference is this one has finger articulation, doesn't come with interchangeable hands. As you can see, Hasbro, as far as paint wise, they have not improved. As far as web paint, they still suck at it.
It
This
looks
one's
like when it comes to this figure, what I noticed is the best way to look at the silver paint is like this angle. I think from here, wait, let me see if I'm getting it right. I think that's the best looking angle for this head.
Yeah.
Everything else, it just looks unpainted completely.
Yeah, exactly. Same with this one. Keep in mind, this one, I bought it secondhand, but even if you look at it from the packaging, if you see some of these reviews where they show the packaging and they come out of the packaging, the paint is still kind of abysmal.
I'm gonna just show one last thing before I cut off the camera completely because I'm running low on battery here.
All right.
This is part of the pack, obviously. One of my favorite.
But the head sculpt is better. I gotta say, the head sculpt. This is based off a Toy Biz mold, so the head sculpt is actually a lot better. See, here we go. So
I love.
Yeah, and which Toy Biz mold was it originally based off of?
Superposable one. It looks like I'm just Spider-Man, just staring into other Spider-Man.
Love me the cobwebs.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that is the Toy Biz one. So Toy Biz, that's not the Toy Biz, that's the Hasbro, but the mold still holds up. So it's still very articulated and works like a charm. It's very, very nice. But
okay. Yeah. I see you have both the heads there.
Yeah, just kind of giving a quick spin around. It's just this one's more delicately painted. Oh god, wait, that's
yeah.
It's just really well painted.
Yeah, definitely the SH Figuarts is worth every penny.
Yeah. And that's not something I can say about this pack, unfortunately. Andrew's worth it. I would pay the $30 that Andrew technically would be worth because it's a little more than 30.
Come on, Silver. You don't want to give him any ideas.
Honestly, yeah, that's true. I would pay $25 for Andrew Hasbro. Don't charge any more.
I would pay $7.
I would buy him wholesale.
But yeah, Andrew is the only figure I think is 100% worth it. I think Andrew's probably the best one. No, Andrew is the best one. My bad. I don't know what the hell got into me. Probably no, he is.
Yeah.
And Toby.
Your mind.
Toby is second. Though. I will admit, Toby is better than the Tom.
Oh, really?
Just because I don't like this Tom suit at all.
Oh.
The suit is kind of fucked.
The suit is lame, and also I just they could have made something new, and I feel like that's something that the Toby has above Tom. Is like this at least. Yeah, they didn't do a good job, but at least they did something new. You know.
I also one thing to know about the Tom figure. I'm not sure if it happens on yours. Mine, when it came out of the packaging, the foot is like stuck.
Oh yeah, it's really clicky.
Yeah, just apply some heat.
Nah, I'm gonna break it live. Nah, but yeah, it's very clicky. Another thing is the shoulders. The shoulders are very.
Oh, okay, yeah, they have like a little. It's sort of something.
Probably that's probably what it is. So before I stop, let's take a look at some of the hands for all of them. So here are.
I mean, I think they actually showed off the hands already. Like,
Oh, you did?
Americans was showing
I
them.
did.
I
Okay.
think.
Because just in case.
Yeah, and this isn't really like a full-fledged review. This is just like we're just kind of messing around, really.
Yeah, we're kind of doing a similar thing to like toying around,
Come on.
unboxing around.
It's like the in the PS4 game when you have to flip and you have to press L2 R2.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are nice. These are nice though. If the camera would focus, these are nice. I even give credit to the Toby one.
No
Pretty cool.
way.
No, you think the Toby looks nice?
I'm a sinner. No.
Wait, still recording or are we done?
His mic is muted. We'll have to
okay.
wait.
All right, guys. $100 for an Andrew figure. What are we thinking?
No,
No,
no.
I'm gonna tell you what I think.
7 out of 10.
Yeah, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. This figure fucking sucks, but 7 out of 10.
But
Remember,
okay. For a more legit, for a more legit, thorough comparison. Well, not comparison, but summary. The food analogy. Okay, the restaurant analogy.
Oh, perfect analogy.
Yeah. So, what do you feel?
Okay, here we go. Let me get all three. This is McDonald's. This is ass. This is like a Big Mac. Horrible.
This is that Spider-Verse burger.
This is the Spider-Verse burger. This is the Spider-Verse burger. This is Little Caesars.
This is a Whopper.
Little Caesars.
This is Little Caesars. But if you want something good, you can just get anything else. Anything else.
I mean, that's not just anything else necessarily.
That's right. That is fine dining over there. But like anything else.
That is not anything else either. Now.
This is like it's like, Little Caesars, It's good if you're hungry for it, but there are better options out there. This isn't like a local restaurant because that's too good. This is yeah. It's managed by a good person, but at the end of the day, it is still corporate.
Yeah.
Manager's nice. He gives you a free pizza. He gives you free unpainted web shooters, but at the end of the day, still not. I
mean, were the web shooters ever shown to be painted, or?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen those movies. I have seen them.
I mean, I don't think people really paid that much attention to the web.
Guys,
not something I've heard brought out too much.
You need to do the funny.
Yes.
All right.
Yo, 10-year-old web.
Yeah, boy.
Just like that, Silver lost his sanity and never came back.
Yeah, just bring out Webman. Just bring out Webman.
Bring out Webman.
Everything will be okay when Webman's around.
Just gotta put him above the corpses of the many.
Oh boy. So
the superior Spider-Man right there.
Now that we've got him out of the box and have seen them, we've gotten rid of poses and things of that nature.
Yeah, so, Silver, he was just giving his thoughts on it. So how are you feeling, Meridia's, final summary or whatever?
I think it's if you want to treat yourself in today's age, go ahead and do it. Screw it. Because otherwise you're just gonna have to, pay about 300 for SHF if you want to do that.
Yeah, if you want all three, though.
Yeah.
Here you're paying 100 and whatever for 3 of them. Overpriced. Duh. But I think that overall, I'm definitely happy. I'm not upset. Um, Only criticism so far has been the Toby and his color, which
All right.
I believe are shared by a bunch of collectors besides myself. And
Yeah.
um, I think that this is a phenomenal way to, you know, reintroduce Toby to the collecting world. Technically, SHF was the first one.
Yeah.
At least to the Marvel Hasbro Legends world. It's a nice way to bring it back. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be ordering from Hasbro Pulse again due to what I said earlier. Packaging, I'm not a fan of how it is. It's unprofessional in my opinion and should be handled better. And of course, overpriced in my opinion. These figures are definitely not should not be that high a price. I believe in having these in the mainstream more, and for kids to have the opportunity to play with Toby, not just grown ass adults. So I think it's that's how we should be. That's how this should be treated, because these are just they mean a lot to a lot of people, not and they should mean more to younger generations. And I think that if that's covered better in the future, then I believe these figures will mean more. Um, because we all grew up with Toy Biz, and we all grew up with Toby and Andrew, and the next generation I guess is growing up with Tom. But in my opinion, everyone should be able to enjoy these, not just collectors. And of course, and like I said, if you're a collector that's willing to treat yourself, this is absolutely worth it. Um, and overall, definitely you'll be happy because these figures don't seem to have much flaws besides like what I mentioned. And um, yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. I think like I'd say 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10
Mm.
for the figure.
Oh, all right.
And
Well, I'll give individual scores because I don't feel like one number can justify this set. 7. Andrew definitely gets a 9. I do like I do like Andrew. I will admit Andrew is a good 9. And then
All right.
you know what?
Alright.
That's a better way to put it. Actually, I'm gonna just rate them individually. Uh, Tom, I'd say 9 out of 10. Andrew, 10 out of 10. Toby, 7 out of 10 because of the color. It throws me off a little bit, just a tad. But besides that, it's a good figure. It's a great figure.
I have a really good idea. Hold on. It involves me decapitating Toby one more time, though.
Okay.
Make it more funny.
Wait, why did you take the head off?
You'll see. You'll see.
Secret Wars. Toby dies.
Oh, damn.
Webman kills
Ah.
him.
Uh,
Webman kills him.
Come on.
you know
There
what?
we go.
This is ACBA right here.
Yeah, dude.
I am not gonna lie. You're tempting me to get that Toby from SHF. It's really nice.
Look at that smile.
That is
Yeah.
dad bod smile all over the place. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fantastic figure.
I'm Toby McGuire, and I approve of this.
I think
That
that's
was
what
rude.
makes it a better figure. Is just having a maskless, version of it. And that's another thing. If it's probably would have made this pack a 10 out of 10 would be the the masks, the maskless versions, the heads, regardless of what the reasons are why they didn't include him, I think that would have made it a billion times better. The whole pack in general, if they had Toby, Andrew, and Tom's heads, I guess now you're forced to get customs.
Which that picture that you sent was actually a really impressive custom for considering how little time they've been out.
Yeah, I know. It's I don't know where that guy got it from. Apparently, it must have been eBay, but yeah, like in general, that's something that would be great for the pack, great for the community. Just have a maskless version.
Yeah.
Always
nice to have some extra options, of course.
Any more thoughts before we wrap this up? Of course, it's been
not expensive enough. It should have been.
Yeah, they should have. Hasbro. They should have just handed it to Mafex instead.
They should have. You should have charged the price for this pack for each individual figure.
Oh boy.
Andrew's the highlight for me. I'm definitely posing him up in front.
Andrew's the best one. Andrew's the best one. Andrew carries.
Andrew, bigger question. Does this one, do you think it's better than SHF's presentation of Andrew?
I mean, it's not out yet, but as far as like face sculpt wise, yes. But articulation, figure arts beats the Legends.
Well,
yeah.
Although
is, I don't know if you, but the figure arts Andrew is not going to have the unmasked head, so just something.
Daddy Drew does not like his.
Yeah, I'd heard about the that people are unfortunately getting screwed over on that.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate, but well, at least you get Toby.
Yeah.
Honestly, that makes Toby a whole lot more worth it then. Because like if you buy him with all that, then I
aside from like Toby, I did not care for the SHF releases. I really just cared about the Toby release.
Yeah,
I don't see it as a No Way Home figure. I see it as a Spider-Man trilogy figure.
Yeah, me too. I see it as that as well. I don't see it as a No Way Home either. But yeah, that's the Chilluminati's unveiling of our packs. Of course, this is our thoughts and our 2 cents on these figures. I hope everyone gets some thoughts about like in their heads of how we feel about it, and then come to their own conclusions.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this hobby, the beautiful thing about it is that it's so personalized. If you want it, go for it, man. I think it's still in stock. So like, if you saw it, you're like, oh, these look great, go for it.
Yeah.
I personally, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you nerd, you bought the Marvel, like, no.
No, that's we don't encourage that.
No. Like if you this hobby is about you. It's your money, right? It's none of us. We can't make the decision for you. If you like these figures, get it.
More power to you.
Right. Because guess what? Put your happiness first, dude. Like, if you're happy and you want this set, go for it. Right? Take our opinion with a little bit of a grain of salt. We're just putting our opinions out there, right? We're not putting anybody down. If you like this set, that's awesome. If it makes you happy, that's even better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right. Been Chilluminati around. Yeah.
Yeah, and just to wrap it up, of course, I want to thank everybody in this call. Silver, Reviews, and Peter, you guys have been great today. Of course, my co-hosts, as always, we're all the Chilluminati, and we try to bring these podcasts to you guys every now and then. We'll try our best to bring even more to you in the future.
See you soon.
Of course, we leave a like, comment, subscribe, and whatever makes you feel.
Yeah, don't Discord.
There should be a link in the bottom for the Discord by the time this is up. But yeah, you guys are also welcome to join the Discord. We love having new members, and we'll see you guys really soon. Thank you guys so much for watching the Chilluminati Podcast, episode number 2. We'll see you guys later.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, see ya.
Stay chill.